Hello everybody, and but anyway, off topic. I'm going to talk about in this video some anime series that I think would make very good movie adaptations in America. But I'm with my friend that Hollywood has to stop using books, graphic novels, anime, manga. They got to stop using those and come up with something wholly original to. Because I mean, if they're not, they're gonna become unoriginal like they have in recent years, and it's gonna stagnate and shit like that. So, no to producers, directors, which I doubt will watch this, but to those of them who might watch this, get original fucking ideas. Don't just steal someone else's and buy the rights. But on to what anime series and manga I think would make very good movies. It would be interesting to see them do a Yu-Gi-Oh movie. It would just be interesting because it'd be fucking hilarious. Because I want to know if they would do the season 0 Yu-Gi-Oh movie or the other one. It would just be funny. The whole Dragon Ball Z movie, that is the kind of movie that I don't want, because the thing I've seen of it is it just looks horrible. I mean, if you're gonna do a DBZ or Dragon Ball movie, you have to take it as a comedy, an action comedy, because that's what the series is. You can't try to make it really fucking serious. You cannot do that. It's retarded to try and do that. Because for the sheer fact that trying to make DBZ serious is gonna make people laugh at it because people know what DBZ is and that's not what it is, and B is because you you're gonna alienate the people who like this series by making it more serious. I mean, that is just a bad choice. I think Bleach would make a good movie adaptation, because I think that you could do a good uh, adaptation of like the first season, condense it into a movie, but you'd have to be careful what you could and what you didn't cut. They're making an Astro Boy movie, which I'm reticent to watch because it's gone through so many incarnations. It's gone from being live action to live action CGI. Now I think it's to CGI. And that's making me really worried because I mean, Tezuka's work is getting mangled, I think, and that might not be good. Um, Ghost in the Shell would be a good live action movie adaptation, because you could do a movie adaptation of a live action movie adaptation of the animated movie movie version, or you could do it based on the standalone complex series, which you could go two routes with that. And casting is important in that kind of movie because you can't just plop an American actress into that role because of the main character Motoko Kusanagi being a Japanese law enforcement agent. You can't just stick like Angelina Jolie in that role. You can't do that because a lot of people who know the series are going to be fucking pissed off. And you can't really. I'm distracted by my fucking cat, but you got to be careful with. I think if you made a Neon Genesis Evangelion movie, because there's this one fan-made trailer where it has Elijah Wood, and I think Elijah Wood would be a very good choice. It would be a choice for Shinji, because I mean he's played those kinds of characters that bitch and moan and complain, and that's what Shinji is, but he's more of a person who later on he accepts his duty and does it unflinchingly, and I don't know, but it'd be hard to cast Ritsuko, the scientist. It'd be hard to cast Shinji's father, I think. Um, it would be hard to do Asuka. I think it'd be relatively hard to do Rei. Because I mean, Rey's a really apathetic character. She's disconnected, and not a lot of actresses could pull that off. Um, I'm trying to think of that other bitch who's in the red coat. I can't remember her name, but I think it'd be semi hard to cast her. I mean, like, all these series would be really hard. I think Code Geass would be semi-hard because you'd have to have a half Japanese cast, or you'd have to have a part Japanese cast for the Japanese characters, but then you'd have to have like a British cast for because it's Britannia, which is Britain, honestly. Um, and there'd be, I guess, it would be doable, but you'd have to be very careful, and that's what you have to do with any kind of adaptation of an anime, book, graphic novel. You have to be careful how faithful you are to the series and how much you leave out. Me and my friend, I think, were talking about this, and I think I may have done another video about this, but if I did, fuck you, I like talking about it. But I mean, you have to be careful. I mean, they're making a Bloodlust vampire movie, which there's a trailer somewhere, um, which looks interesting. And I think they did it pretty good, but I think another series that would be really cool to try and have is Hellsing. Just because I think it'd be fun to try and cast those actors. I don't know who would be able to play Alucard. Maybe Johnny Depp. Uh, I don't know. Sarah's Victoria would be, I think, a little bit difficult. That Helsing bitch, I forgot what her name is. That the descendant of Helsing, I think, would be a little bit hard to cast. I don't know. I mean, there's times when an adaptation, a movie adaptation of a manga is good, and a series is good. Is like the Death Note movie that they made. From what I've seen now, was a very faithful representation of the series, and that's kind of devotion you need for an anime movie. And I think that you have to be devoted to something to make a good movie about it. But I think that's why so many people have to come up with original ideas, because sooner or later you're gonna run out of unoriginal ideas, and you're gonna have to take a stand and make an original movie. Damned be the consequences of said thing, because that'll make people interested in making their own film, and that's why I want to become a filmmaker. I want to be an indie film director, film star too. That's because I think many of my ideas are fairly original enough to spark interest in original ideas. But you just got to be careful with and I'm gonna end the video on this, but you have to be careful with the adaptations of the material because of the base audience that you're dealing with and the alienation of said audience. But as for now, I'm RezenatorZen. Peace, love, harmony, and go fuck yourself, everybody. And April Fools. But I'm not pulling a trick on you, I'm just saying April Fools because it's April 1st. Alright. Peace. The fuck? To harmony. You thought I was going to steal all the Amazing Atheist thing. No, just peace, love, harmony, and go fuck yourself. Subscribe. Yay.